Yo, the unfortunate thing happened that I lost my recording, so this is a voiceover of what I'm doing. Here I'm discussing actually what to do with the cats, which cats should I choose to prepare for the next run. Obviously we got a new class thief today. So I put both of them up there, hopefully to produce me another valuable cat, because both of the cats in the attic are actually quite amazing. This cat actually got nice mid stats, only strength and constitution below average. But you do what you do. I don't know what to do. Now, what do we see actually here? Still deciding what cats should I buy. Should I actually take on an adventure? So far I've been having fun in this game. But as you will see today, I didn't know it was actually this challenging to do. So here I try to put them inside so I can like take them on an adventure. But I actually see that I don't have enough cats to do it. I only have 3 cats that can go out. All of them are retired, and this is a kitten. So I decide to put back the the cats back in the house and end the day. So hopefully they reproduce and provide me a cat. Which obviously didn't happen for for me unknown reason. Maybe because comfort level was too low. So there's a lesser chance that something is gonna get. So here I'm looking at Brittany here. I'm thinking she doesn't have a lot of constitution, but she can gain constitution during a fight. So I'm thinking of putting her actually as a tank, which I do need. Okay, here I'm deciding who am I to put. What classes should I put here? This is the new class thief. I thought this would be a good idea, so to put this cat, to put Minhal as a thief, because he already has a dart. So there's a double dart. But I didn't think long enough, because the first, which is basic attack, costs 0 and does 5 damage. The other dart costs 5 and does 2 damage, which is not that optimal. But hey, I didn't have another cat for that. Or maybe that was just my own mistake on doing that. But thief turned out to be quite useful. So now my way of thinking is, because he can gain intellect, we do not need a lot of intellect, but does mean I have to use that ability often, so I can up my intellect during the fight. Brittany, what I saw was gain 1 constitution, that's why she became a tank. Yeah, I was deciding if I wanted to go mage or a ranger, but since she has the ability CPR, I gave her the class of cleric. But you will see the movement. She has 4 movement actually now, and that is not ideal. Okay, now the items. Oh my god, I'm so sad. I gave Thorn to the tank. It seems reasonable enough. I was hoping that he gets like a taunt passive or something else that I can actually damage with, because he's the damage taker. So when the other cats strike him, the enemies, they will take more damage. Even when I strike them, they will take more damage. Still deciding what items should I give. I was considering not giving a jar of leeches to Minhal. As seen as he has the passive that inflicts 1 poison. But I was thinking that 1 poison plus 1 leech on every basic attack is actually quite good. My fighter had that dash ability, which proved to be useful. And this is one of the best tank abilities in the beginning you can have. Up to me. It is amazing how it works. Amazing. This is just basic cleric abilities. You can see I do have Holy Shield on him. That's a one-time damage negate. I gave him Trash Can Lid just for the armor because he's so slow. And I didn't want him to die. He got that dumbbell for strength. His passive ability is when he destroys the enemy, the excess damage goes to the adjacent units. I do not want to talk about it yet. So now, Tractor Beam, no, I don't think it's useful on him. It's gonna be useful on him because he does have thorns, so I can attract enemies nearer to me, so they can take damage from just touching me. I'm putting a little bit of survivability on my fighter, and a little bit of movement on my cleric, and we lock in the perfect thieves. Let's start in the alley. Okay, here I'm checking to actually checking the positioning. I could see that my cleric is almost the last to play. I use often stalk on the enemies so I can teleport behind them on the next turn for the backstab damage, the thief. Seeing that he does more damage when attacking back from the back. There is nothing else I can do here, so I just move my fighter away from the group. I'm looking to position my tank in a way that the other cats first see him first. Or all the other enemies. You see how Thorns killed that fly? It was a decent Thorn build. So now I would love to heal the fighter. But I cannot reach him because my cleric was so slow. Now the cat there actually moved in a way that I cannot get behind him, so this teleported me in front of him, but luckily I hit a crit. And I got away to take a better positioning. I did use this dart on him once more, hoping it would crit and kill him in the next turn with the leech and poison. But I decided to go back and take the coin. Here I was wondering why it didn't take poison damage, but then I understood that it takes at the beginning of his turn. I'm considering using this dash ability on this little kitten, so I can do the damage on the other one, but I cannot get near him now. I was not thinking of using my passive ability on there, so I can do the access damage on him. That would have destroyed the kitten, and actually I could have played it way better. I used knockback on this big cat here. I decided to go near my fighter and actually heal him for the right being. And let the enemies take their turns. This one is only 1 HP. He did manage to deal damage on my fighter. Here I wish I would have had enough mana to actually destroy the other worm behind this fly. But I couldn't do it. I used stalk on that cat, hoping it doesn't move in the way that I cannot be behind him. I wanted to actually finish the big cat right now, but I realized that I couldn't. So the best thing I could do is actually protect my thief and my cleric. And gain a little bit of constitution. I decide to heal my tank to full and wait it out. You see how they die from thorn damage? And this one uses actually Holy Shield to negate damage. It doesn't matter how much damage does it do. It negated. There we can see that the stock actually worked. I take the coin to just min-max the map. I take another coin to just for purely min-maxing, and then I end the fight with my cleric. Took a while though. Here I decide to take to the rescue because it is useful to jump anywhere near your ally. If you can land on an enemy that's adjacent to your ally, you deal damage and you displace them. You move them away from them, which is a quite useful ability to have as a tank. We got a new item, I want to check it out. Does spawn 3 to 6 coins at the start of each battle. I don't find it worthy right now. And here we find a new cat, the cat number 5 that follows us. It's not mad like the last time it was. So it's a plain old cat with all stats at 5, 20 HP. It's just a regular cat with no special abilities. But she can level up though. Of course I missed in the tall grass. There's a 50% chance that I don't miss, but of course I missed in the tall grass. Here I wanted to move far from here. But I noticed that this cat jumped. I did not know why, because I didn't know how the passive ability from my tank actually worked. I tried to get my fighter closer to the enemies. Now you see how displacements can be actually useful. You deal thorns damage plus damage from displacement, which is actually quite useful information, quite useful ability, not information. Oh my god. I was looking to move my cleric closer to my fighter so I can heal him. But since he has low movement, low speed, I couldn't get there as fast as I wish I could have. Now I see that the leech and poison on my basic attack is actually useful a lot. Here I was wondering why the cat isn't jumping anymore. But later on I'm gonna get it why. So now I should have noticed one thing that I didn't. That I did actually do 12 damage to that little worm. And 11 damage got to my thief. I thought my thief was injured from fighting. Not from that explosion. I mean, don't get me wrong, that passive is amazing. But you'll see what happens after. Again, jumping and displacing actually goated ability for now. Here I was gonna heal. I was gonna try to move closer so I can heal my team. Here I think I understood how the other passive, the only passive on my tank works. If I stand near him, he's gonna actually launch you wherever you want. And if you land on an enemy, you're gonna deal your basic attack damage. I chose to stalk that other worm on the other side because it would just take too long to coming there. With movement only. Now I was hoping if I destroy this bag, get 10 coins and then actually bash to hit, but yeah, of course I always miss. 50% of the cases I'm 100% missing. Yeah, we clear that. Then comes the cleric. Still looking to get closer to my team so I can actually heal them. But I'm slow and I cannot get there. The stalk worked. I eliminate both of them and we end this round with this encounter to save. So now I'm looking at these abilities and Synchro Spin actually sounds amazing. Each ally does a cat spin. It does a spin, each of them. It's 3 times 3 damage for each of them. So I was thinking, if we surround an enemy, we are gonna do 4 times 3 times 3 damage. That's a lot of damage. I mean on a boss fight especially. So I'm considering putting Rook away and putting Knight on my Cleric so I can get closer to my teams to heal them, but I decided not to. Trimming glasses, if you end your turn without using your movement action, gain +1 health regen and +1 shield. I was considering putting this on my tank or my cleric, but then again, I need to move my tank and I need to move my cleric so I can get closer to my party to heal them. And in my opinion, that is not worth it. In this encounter, I decide to do what's the highest score. And I actually fail doing it and I get frightened. This actually puts 3 stacks of fright on me for 3 turns. Okay, this is the first time that I encounter Magnus. He has a chaining dash attack and a spin attack. I didn't actually have a decent strategy to go around with him. I just wanted to go there and just kick him. My thief was somewhat useless because he ran away as soon as the turn ended. So there was nothing more I could do. Here I can see the chaining. I was so surprised that he does a lot of damage to all of my party. Except for the new cat, because she was in the... No, she was the first to get that. Okay, yeah, never mind. You see, my tank threw me. I did 7 damage plus 10 damage on the basic attack. That's 17 damage. That's quite a lot. That passive ability on my tank is amazing. Now I'm looking to move my tank so I can deal damage with him with thorns. And maybe, just maybe, have him do the spin attack on me. I was hoping to get him entrapped on the tile on the left of me, but I actually got crit for 22 damage and knocked him back with my basic attack, which was actually amazing. But he does decide to do the spin damage, and I did do the damage to him with thorns. So the next on the line, here I'm checking what I can do with my thief, but he is frightened and moved out of the way, so I can do nothing. Always forget to use this ability. And now I used it to charge up my tank with 2 more mana. And used his passive again to damage him. He decided to move and actually do again a lot of damage to my team. So I'm a fighter and I'm like, I have 10 damage, I'm gonna kill you. And this happens. The passive from my fighter destroys the boss, but also does damage to my tank and destroys my tank. So now I'm down to 4 cats just because of my luck of finding the 5th cat in the beginning. I'm literally contemplating life choices right now. Yeah, now he gets up and tells me that I can go on a hard path. I'm looking just to go home and survive until then. I don't have nothing on her. So I move on, hoping not to get anything. So in this time I decide to bribe because it doesn't matter what I do. And I actually got touched. I was like, why? I got touched. I took 1 damage. Let's see what that... Touched actually buffs you a lot. Like a lot. You're gonna see now while I hover over the passive. I got +3 on every single thing. +3 all stats up. So now I'm trying to think how am I gonna do around this. Go around this, try to finish at least the first boss so that I don't fail the run. And actually still kinda sour because I didn't want that to happen to my tank because I was like thinking that this run is gonna go far even though my cleric is so slow. Because we got the 5th cat, it's rare you get a fifth cat you can control and that actually gets abilities and passives. This run could have gotten easily to the end of the caves, but unfortunately things happened and I couldn't do that. So now I'm still coping with the fact that I am down one cat, technically, but I'm down a cat with the class on it. I go on through the fight, try to finish it as soon as possible. Just raging here, like moving, destroying stuff because I'm coping, honestly. Try to heal my party with my cleric, but the point is when a cat gets touched, she cannot be healed. That's one of the downfalls from that. So my stock walked there, but the fly was already dead, so I decided to eliminate the last fly and finish this encounter. This is where I realized that she can level up and gain new abilities, but neutral abilities. None of these abilities seems too much, so I choose Spit because it's an ability with infinite range and she cannot be healed. So I decide to give her perks. So in the need of healing, she cannot be healed, but she can gain shields. So I do decide to give her perks in case she gets hit to actually survive. Here I decide to leave, not touch anything, just so I can finish everything. We got Halo. Halo gives you 1 Holy Mantle, Holy Shield, and there's a 33% chance that it will come back each turn. So I'm looking around to get it to my thief, because he's one of my main damage dealers and can actually teleport throughout the map. Rare candy here is a must. My cleric gets the level and I decide on going with Wrath of God. It does cost 10 mana, but my cleric has a high charisma and mid-range intelligence, so I think it does not matter if it costs a lot, but it's an AoE damage which is huge, so I can damage the whole map if I need it. I actually decide on buying the leather choker here because I wish to take it home with me, because it gives 1 shield and 1 brace for free. Okay, now this is the last boss encounter that I have. Hoping that I don't fail this run here. So the first thing I do is stalk him, because he moves around a lot. So I can teleport behind him wherever he goes. Here I see he's targeting my new cat. And I decide to move closer to the bomb, so I can damage him with my basic attack. And then I decide to damage him with damage the bomb again, so I can destroy it. And do 1 damage to him. Here I was checking how much health does she have left, and she had 10 HP left. And I remember that the bomb, when it explodes, it does 10 damage exactly. So my thought is on the next turn I'm gonna use perks on her so I can give her 10 shield. In case a bomb explodes, she can survive. I'm looking to destroy all the bombs that I actually disable so it doesn't chain react. Here the boss actually stepped in a way that I cannot get behind him. But my stalk goes away anyway, so I don't actually need to do anything else. Here she's targeting 3 of my cats. But I decide on disabling the bomb with basic attack, killing it with this range attack, and trying to hit him, but he's in a tall grass, so he cannot actually hit him. I bash him here. Even though he's in tall grass, I do manage to hit him and bash him also. Here I'm continuing, trying to find a way to destroy that bomb. Luckily I did use perks on my new cat. Doing the only thing that I can damage him a little bit and knock him back against the wall so he does take damage. Thief got away with it because I did use the backflip. So he does away the next attack that goes on him. Actually amazing ability. Now I'm looking to get closer to the boss so I can damage him. I tried to extinguish the fire with my basic attack, but it doesn't work. The bomb right now is in tall grass, but luckily I do hit it and disable it. You see here I miss. Fortunately I did disable it. I look to deal as much damage as I can, and luckily I did crit here for 2 amazing damage, but that doesn't matter, it's damage. Decided to bash on him, hoping that it would not knock him back. I don't know why hoping, but that does knock him back actually. So now I'm scared of all the fires that are around. Because if he throws a bomb on the fire, it immediately gets extinguished, gets bombed. Here I was afraid I'm actually gonna hit my fighter, but luckily I didn't. I did a lot of damage to the boss. So now I'm deciding to move to the other side where there's no fire. And hoping he doesn't throw the bomb in the fire. Luckily he didn't. So I disable the bomb. And try, because I saw that this ability has watermark on it, try to extinguish the fire and it actually works. So I go inside the tall grass, but I'm on fire and destroy it. Unlucky. Hoping to get closer with my fighter because he does the most damage out of them all. Here luckily I had enough movement to go near the bomb and disable it. But unfortunately push it into the fire. And it does explode and does the chain reaction, hitting my thief and my fighter. Now I can see that he has 9 HP left. Hoping that this will do enough damage to kill him. But it doesn't. Looking that I have no mana left. So I just stand there behind him, and luckily the fire kills him and we win. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Here I'm looking to acquire an ability that's actually gonna be useful if Tigra comes home with us and actually ends up reproducing with one of the cats. Look at the stats on her. Amazing stats. This is actually an amazing item for a thief. Why I'm taking this out, I have no idea. Maybe because I think that it's gonna lose. It's gonna disappear as soon as I get home, and luckily we get home. What a relief. What a relief. So now I'm deciding what to throw away actually, what do I don't need, what I need for my next runs. You can see what I throw away, what I not. Battlefield food poop is actually quite good even if it's worn. So I decide to leave it there. So Obi, I couldn't actually understand what it does. I don't think I still understand it what it does. Leech was quite useful on my my run here. Cat food is a must, because not always my cleric has the range to come and heal my unit. I actually take all of the movement ones and save them, and the other ones I throw away. So I decide which cats to give where, because I have a lot of cats that are quite useless to me. I'm hoping to save some cats that have good abilities and good passives, because it's becoming like a little bit overcrowded here. We have 9 cats in total right now. So I see that I can send a cat to Tracy. I don't know, I still don't know how to see the age of the cat, but I can see it now that I'm talking to you. This is age 5 cat, as I can see. I try and see if I can actually send it to her. And I do end up doing it, hoping that it's gonna upgrade my shop. I do realize that she did upgrade her shop, but I did not end up checking it, I think. So now I'm looking at all my cats. I don't know how many cats I can send. I'm sending all the retired cats away, almost all, keeping only the chosen ones, so I can put them to use. I did not like Empress Whiskers, this little kitten. She was kinda mid. Didn't have any useful abilities, but I decided to keep her. And here I wanted them to reproduce, but they did do nothing. Here we meet Baby Jack, which sells furniture to us. trying to upgrade him so we can actually see his inventory. Yeah, furniture around these parts are filled with Jesus juice. See the tab up there. This is actually for reordering your house. I think comfort actually does have effect on them reproducing. I have no idea. Here I'm trying to make it look symmetrical in a way. But then I realized that the poster on the wall cannot be centered. So I decided to put the can downstairs and make it a little bit more chaotic. Here we are at the Jack's shop. Just looking at the stuff he can sell. What we do realize that we do not have enough money to buy anything from him. Hoping his Nonna is okay. But looks like he committed a crime and just wants to get away with it. Yeah. He actually believes that you're stronger if the more bones you break, which is actually true anatomically, but don't do it yourself, kids. It's not worth it. So I check if I have an injured cat that I can send to him. There's a stray cat that came. This ability seems useful for a thief. He has a higher chance to crit. I decided to take away the Astrologio because I thought he was injured because of the rod on his head, but it doesn't. It is not considered an injury. Look how much food I have for the night. How many cats I have. I was trying to see the explanation on the side of the things. What does it mean, the comfort, the mutation and everything, but it doesn't say. Here I see that we have to unlock 2 more pets that we can do. There's a small kitten that you can hear. I decide to end the day in hoping that they reproduce. But in vain. Another stray cat came. This ability seems useless to me. Maybe it can. I decide to end another time. They did reproduce this time. But no kitten was made. Unlucky. Maybe it's because of the rod, and he said. So another cat comes. It has high intelligence. It could be a mage. It's slow, but mages do like throw spells, and it's not important that they move that much. I throw them a little bit because I couldn't find why I have comfort on -1, but then I realized I have a lot of cats on me. So I decide to give away cats that I can. I do not notice that one cat could be given to to Jack because he's injured. But I decided on Frank because I want to expand my house as soon as possible. Here I do notice that it can be given to other people, not only the guy with the house, like the butch. Not the butch, the Frank. So I decided to give this to the butch, so he can expand my inventory. I decided to end the day another time, hoping they will reproduce, but they did not reproduce again. Here I'm still looking for the why there's -1. I get this guy, which is quite good for a tank or a fighter. Probably fighter because he has that ability to get that gives him 1 strength. And I decide to end the day here. So, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and see you tomorrow on another day. Bye!